Aggravated assault, student on student. It is happening in Oklahoma's schools.
We pulled the data from the last school year and found last year alone more than 1,700 incidents, and most of those assaults occurred in some of the youngest classrooms.
We are the Rockets. That's our mascot.
At Rockwood Elementary School in Oklahoma City, Principal Cheryl Barnett tracks more than her students' grades.
In the heat of the moment, when a child is angry, they don't always have that ability to stop and think.
She's following a disturbing trend of aggression.
A kid might push or kick or hit.
Physical violence that she's labeling as an aggravated assault. Out of Oklahoma City's 55 elementary schools, Rockwood topped the list in the number of student-on-student aggravated assaults at 14 last year.
It isn't a bloody mess where one kid beats another one down.
In fact, Barnett says in a majority of those assaults, the student that was targeted was not severely hurt and the police weren't involved.
You may have a kindergartner who gets angry and doesn't know how to deal with it, so he just turns around and kicks a kid in line.
The stability of a child rests at their home.
District leaders believe the trend of aggressiveness among elementary students is reflective of what's happening in Oklahoma.
We are ranked in the top of the nation as far as divorces, single-parent households, domestic violence, and the more prevalent that is in our communities, the more prevalent it manifests itself in our schools.
Kids don't want to be bad.
At Centennial High School, administrators have worked hard to turn bad behavior around by first understanding why they're acting out.
If bad things are happening in their neighborhood, they come to school, they're afraid, so they're on edge, so they're agitated.
What's worked is having teachers and staff build relationships with the students.
When they're in conflict, if they know us and we know them, the intervention is simply a step in, hey, come on with me, and talk them down, calm them down, have them breathe through it.
The school also hired a full-time crisis counselor who sees about 20 kids a day, while Paco, a service dog, visits the students twice a week.
That was done by one of our kids.
It's these strategies Barnett is working to implement in her school to see the same success.
That's been part of the process, is just learning how our kids communicate, helping them to learn a new way of communication, removing that physical communication and going to a verbal communication.
And if you'd like to see the breakdown of aggravated assaults in Oklahoma by school district, we have posted that online with this story on the News 9 app.